Hey, I'm Christy Semsen, and today's question is, what are your suggestions for an audition script to read from? Rochelle says, this audition process is new for me, so I was wondering if you had any suggestions. I do have some suggestions. If you have time, the greatest way to simplify the audition process is to put out an audition script, okay? I don't always have time, so sometimes I keep the book and I can say, if you want to audition for Danny, please practice the lines on page 42. You can do something like that. That's less work. But if you really want to do it, you can pick like 3 lines for each character. And pick lines that display a range of that character. Like sometimes there's a character where they say this really funny line and that line just has to be amazing. So you write down that funny line. And then if they're going to say something serious, put that down also. Somebody like a narrator, like in Danny and the Shacks, we have the Shackels, Bet, Babs, BB, and Bernadette. I might write a few of their narration lines from the beginning and a few of them from in the middle of the show, right? Somebody like King Neb, I would do something like on page 21, he says, "Aren't you the strongest, best captives I've ever seen? Good for you. We're so glad to have you here in Babylon." And he keeps going. He's very jolly, right? So I would have that big long line, and then I would have from page 63 where he gets angry. The nerve, how ungrateful, after I put them in charge of the provinces here in Babylon. And then when he says, "I'll give you one more chance to bow down and worship me." This is where the king is really big. So to make it, you kind of have to think, what do I want from this character? Well, sometimes they're funny and then sometimes they get angry. So then I would write down, I'd type out those 3 little sections under King Neb. And for Shackels, I would say, Bet, this line, and this line. She has the first line, I think, of the whole show, Bet or Babs. So a line that you really care about, have them audition with that. And something like the Shacks, all their lines are pretty much the same, but if there's something that's funny, just write down that. So if you can put up a thing with an audition script where it says, this section, 3 lines, this person, 3 lines, this person, 3 lines, and you can have an audition packet of like 3 pages, it's a lot easier when the kid comes into audition, or if they do it in front of the whole group to say, who are you auditioning for? Great, read those 3 lines. And they will have practiced those lines and gotten really good at them. If you don't want to do that, sometimes I just say pick your favorite lines and try out. But it's you get more of a good sampling of what the kid can do if you can show them the range of emotions. Because occasionally you try out a kid, they're great on one line, but you didn't realize they also had to act angry and they weren't good at that. So make sure you get your extreme of emotions. Get like a 3-page packet that you can give to everyone a week beforehand that they can practice, and then they can come in and audition for you and be completely prepared.